Hello everybody, welcome back to Violin Inspiration. Today I will teach you the song La Vie en Rose. And before I will explain you how to play this song, I will play this song for you once, so you can hear what it sounds like. So that was La Vie en Rose. And La Vie en Rose is actually not that fast, and maybe it can sound quite easy for some of you, but it is actually quite a challenging song for violinists. Why is it actually so challenging? This is because there's a lot of string changing involved in the song. For instance, on this part, you can see that I'm changing strings all the time. So string changing is definitely the hardest part of this song. I will show you how to play this song. I will come really close to the camera so you actually see all the fingers that I'm playing. But if you have troubles following me just because the string changing is going too fast, I advise you to go to the end of this video, because there I will give you some exercises to practice string changing separately. And if you have still have problems with string changing, I would advise you to do these kind of exercises first before actually starting to learn this song. So I'm in a really weird position right now, but I hope it will be clear for you to see what I'm doing. So the first note, we will start with a low second finger on the A string. And all the second fingers in this piece are actually low second fingers. So make sure to play low second fingers. And then the piece will go like this. And you can pause the video at any point you like and check again what I was doing. And this is a high third finger. Really easy sheet music for you, and there I put all the finger numbers and all the strings under the notes, so it will be really easy to recap and check out which fingers you were playing again and on which string you have to play that finger. You can just download the sheet music from my website, and I will post a link in my description bar of this video, so just click under this video in the description and you will be able to download your sheet music, and it is for free. I just make it available for everybody. I promise to give some extra exercises for people that have problems with string changing, which is probably almost every violin player. Like, if you're not playing for a long time, it's just hard to do string changing. Many of my students have problems with it. So I will give you some exercises for that. The first exercise you can do to practice string changing is just a really easy exercise. You will play the open G string, then you will have one beat rest, then you will play an open D string, one beat rest, an open A string, rest, E string. So you try to play this. Pretty easy, isn't it? And if you're able to do that, you will try to remove the break. You won't play the rest anymore and you will play. And so on. If you're able to do that, you can do this other string changing exercise. And actually I got this from one of my students. And he told me that he got so much better at string changing doing this exercise. And he told me that I should give it to all of my students because it is really helpful. So I decided to give it to all of you as well. The string changing exercise goes like this. So just A, E. And then you're putting the first finger on the A string. Then you're putting the second finger on the A string. And then the third finger. So you will get. And then you will go. And after that you will be going back as well. And the key to this exercise is also to keep your fingers on the string. So don't play. No, if you play the second finger, make sure to keep the first finger on the string. And in this way you will force yourself to make a really beautiful left hand hold. Because if you won't have a really beautiful left hand hold, you will sound squeaky. It will sound like this. So to get a really beautiful left hand hold and to get used to keeping your fingers on the string, to learn how to play faster and more in tune, you will keep your fingers on the string all the time. And then if you are able to do that on the A and the E string, you can also try it at other strings, of course, for instance. And on the G string. So that are a few exercises that I recommend, but be creative and make your own string changing exercises. Maybe you have most trouble with changing from D, G to A. So maybe you want to make up something yourself where you play something on G and A all the time. I also have some general tips with string changing, and the first one is to really stop the bow after each note. So if you play. And if you play this really slowly, I stop the bow after each note. If you don't do that, it might sound like this. Something like that. This is what many students do. They don't stop the bow before they actually place their next finger. The second tip I want to give you to get better at string changing is to make the movement really small. If you see, my bow is about parallel with my upper arm. And if I'm changing strings, the only thing I do is this. Do you see? It's a really small movement with my elbow. But it's mostly coming from my upper arm. And it's really important to try to make a really small movement. The third tip I want to give you is to practice the song slow, and especially the parts that are hard for you. And you've probably heard this tip 1,000 times before, but that is because this tip is so important. So if any part is hard for you, just make sure to practice it really slowly. And in this way, you will make sure that you don't make mistakes while you're practicing already, because then you will just learn your mistakes. If you are practicing too quickly, and if you're just making mistakes all the time, you will actually practice those mistakes and get. My camera just broke down, but this was anyway the part that I wanted to quit because I explained everything to you. I just wanted to tell you, thank you for watching this video. If you want to subscribe to my channel, I would be really happy if you would support me making these videos for violinists online. I wish you a lot of fun with this really beautiful song, and I hope to see you next week, because next week I will post another really nice violin tutorial for you.